man thing, yeah, it's not looking good, but
What is good, people? It is your boy, Man Like Will, back again, fam. And it. No. We have to restart that intro again. Hold on. Those chickens got deep fried, and it is quite the occasion that we have here tonight. Oh my God, I am in such a good mood because Arsenal have done the Lord's work today. And here's the thing. As for those who don't know, Arsenal took on Tottenham earlier this morning. And it was the North London derby. Many people have said that this North London derby was Tottenham's for the taking. Some have said that this North London derby was Arsenal's to fumble. No Rice, no Odegaard. The bench is looking slimmer than Taylor Swift. What is it? What can this team really produce? But you know what? Though? Only Tottenham can fumble it. And I am loving every single moment of it. First of all, I do want to give a special shout out to the homies. Joe Blackman in the building as well. Big up to you, Joe. I definitely enjoyed the stream that you did with Bots earlier today. Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Shout out to KG as well for having them on. Brush also. Big up to Brush. But listen, where do I begin? I'm going to be honest. I'm going into the game. I'm trying to keep my composure here because with Tottenham, it's like the same old story. They have a lot of chess, this fake chess that they have, thinking that they're gonna cook us. You know what I mean? But in reality, it doesn't really pay. Really doesn't really, pay out for them. It doesn't work for a minute. And we proved today, this is a good game, at least mentally, for Arsenal, because even though this was not a good performance by any stretch of the imagination, but I'll get to that in a second. I will say we got the 3 points. This is a good 3 points that we needed because we need this against City coming up. I'm not even concerned about what's going to happen in midweek against Atalanta in Champions League. I don't care about that. However, this game is going to give these boys the strength that they need mentally to take on Man City. Because what I saw when I saw Brentford take on Man City is like, if a team like Brentford can do it, take them on headstrong and be disciplined, so can we. And we've proven that last season when we got the W against them, I believe at our house. So this Premier League fixture coming up is crucial. I don't give a crap about Champions League. So let's dive into this. Let's dive into the North London derby. For those who are watching this on Twitter, watching this on X, I do appreciate every single one who is just casually strolling by or casually strolling out. Again, appreciate the view. You know what I mean? And yeah, kicking it with me. But let's deep dive into the starting lineup for Arsenal here. Just do the Lord's work and share screen. If my my internet will allow me to. But listen, this is the starting lineup that chef, that Colonel Mikel Arteta did here. We have David Raya, of course, in goal, Ben White, Big Willie Saliba, Gabriel, who scored the winning goal and the deciding goal against Tottenham. We have Jurgen Timber, who I will get into because honestly, Timber, this is probably for me. He was people are going to give the man in the match to Gabriel, which is rightfully deserved because again, he scored the winning goal. Incredible performance. I thought he performed better than William Saliba, but Timber was sensational at left back. But we will we will get to that soon enough. The midfield trio. I'm not sure as to why this is setting up as Trossard at left mid, which is not true. Martinelli was playing at left wing. Trossard starting in the number 10, while being as more the attacking midfielder. And then you have Jorginho, and then you have Thomas Partey as well. That was the midfield trio that we had today at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Up front, like I said, it was Gabriel Martinelli, King Kai Havertz, and then we had Bukayo Saka. Where do I begin? Let's start with Jurgen Timber. Jurgen Timber for me, I thought was fantastic. I thought he kept Johnson relatively well on a leash. Yes, Johnson did have a few chances, even though he was absolutely abysmal the way he had those chances presented to him. But overall, I thought Timber kept his composure at the back pretty well. The way that he overlaps with Martinelli and produces great chances, like he had earlier on, I think towards like the first opening, I think somewhere like in the opening 20 minutes, where I believe he did like a 1-2 with Martinelli, and then he gets one through. I want to say Mickey van der Veen, and then he gets a shot on target. And you see how creative Timber can be on the ball. Very good on the ball. And I feel like, I know this is crazy for me to do this here on live, but I feel like he can create a lot of space for himself, even as a left back, or he can even be, I guess, sometime if Arteta were to do like a 3 center back type deal system, he can do like a left. We can have him as like a left wing back role, which he can surely play because he can definitely you can see it here. I think in this game, he can surely play that position very well. Ben White, I'll be honest. I thought this was a poor game from Benny Blanco. I thought, I think earlier on, I think in the first half, I think collectively the team had a pretty poor game. But Ben White, I thought, giving that, I think in the first half, I would say was pretty poor, giving the ball away recklessly. I think I can't remember the precise time. I mean, please forgive me, but there was a point in the match where I believe he was towards the corner, and then he had Son, and he got the ball back, and then he was trying to give the pass. He was trying to deliver it to, I believe, Thomas Partey, and he inadvertently and then I guess he inadvertently gives the ball away, and then it was just a dead loose pass that I've ever seen. But it nearly gave Tottenham an opening goal. It was just that bad. Again, Son, and again, Son, he basically cooked him Not just a few times, but a lot of times there on the right wing or left hand, I guess in his case, side. But what again, to handle a player like the player like Sonny, it would take a lot. And usually when it comes to Ben White, he would handle it. But I think on this day he was just not. It was not his time to. I guess he wasn't in the right. I guess main, or I guess the right mindset to take on to take on Sonny. But yeah, moving on to the center backs. Gabriel, I thought was sensational. He cleaned up the messes that William Saliba did. Again, recklessly, Saliba, he was giving away possession a little too much. And he just didn't seem as composed, Saliba. And Gabriel, I think Gabriel, again, just proving he was such a star last season. And he's transferring that same energy and that same form this season. And I'm loving that. And I think he's starting to show everyone that, listen, it's not just Saliba who's going to be the golden child. I'm also here. And so I'm loving that. And I think it's just one of those things where Saliba and Saliba and Gabriel are just not fighting for, I feel like there's like a bit of like, okay, who's going to be the true golden center back for Arsenal, at least in this Arsenal squad? And I think Saliba, after these few games that has happened this season, he needs to step up. Yes, he had that great slide tackle. What was I think against Aston Villa, if I'm not mistaken, but that still won't save him though. He needs to be as consistent, and I think with Gabriel, what he's shown here, and apart from the goal, Gabriel has shown that he can also be a leader as well, trying to command the boys just to tranquilize, try to calm themselves, and not try to be as prone to be under so much pressure, because that's what Tottenham were trying to really deliver so far throughout the game. And I'll jump back to the midfield in just a second, but I think when it comes to Tottenham, I will give him this praise though. Postecoglou, even though I despise Tottenham with every inch of my body, there's a little part of me that wants to give him a bit of praise, and that is that they do have players that can attack very well, and they are no nonsense. They've shown that here. The problem is their finishing is abysmal. I cannot tell you how stressed that was. I really was. I was planning on doing a watch along, but I had other commitments. But if I had done a watch along, I would have been on stress settings. This game, Tottenham, they could have easily had won because we were giving the ball away too easily. In the earlier parts of the game, I don't know, for some reason, White, Saliba, they were not on it at times. What was it? Partey was giving away too much space in the midfield. It didn't, like, Tottenham couldn't capitalize on those opportunities. And the fact that they didn't, the gods above were on our side. I cannot lie to you. But listen, I'm shameless and I'll take it. I will take the 3 points. But if I was a Tottenham fan, I would be livid. But listen, it's just the history of Tottenham. The fact is, they spent 70 million on an extra large Eddie Nketiah. The fact that guy is like being praised as like the next one in line to really coast the Premier League as the next elite striker is baffling to me. Yes, he had a great season last time, but it's not. But it wouldn't. But it's hard for Solanke for him to try to replicate that this time out. Shout out to Vibes, who is in the building as well. My brother, I hope you're doing well. Man said, did you keep a clean sheet at full time? Yes, we did. David Raya kept this clean sheet. It was 1-0 to Arsenal, and yeah, it yeah, and it's surprisingly Vibes. I'm gonna be honest. Like I was saying before earlier, the amount of chances and obviously I'm not sure if he had watched the game, but it's one of them ones where the amount of chances that Tottenham have had again, and how they couldn't finish their dinners. They just scrubbed their chances. They couldn't do anything with it. We were lucky, I'll be honest with you, but fuck it. I don't care. It just proves the fact that Tottenham will always be shit. They invest in the wrong players that can't do the job. Always on our hype. Tottenham are essentially Crystal Palace, but on steroids. So for me, they will always be our little brother. And I don't want to hear chat about Tottenham Hotspur having elite forwards apart from Heung-min Son. I think Son is actually a quality forward, but for me, Son, he has to leave Tottenham. If he needs any form of success, that brother must leave Tottenham. But that's just me. The rest, I don't give a shit about. But that's enough Tottenham. On to my boys. Nah, Spurs are a joke. I don't want to hear anything from Spurs fans again. Swear down. Honestly, I mean, I don't want to hear anything from these scrubs. You know what I mean? It's done. They got no excuses. They have no chest. Save that fake chest, yeah, for the 3-piece chicken tender that I'm gonna get from Dave's tomorrow, fam. That's where all that chest needs to go. I ain't trying to hear anything like that, yeah. I only saw the second half and they were genuinely useless, brother. That kid Johnson, he's a silver pack winger that you would get in Ultimate Team, and they paid what, almost 50 million for that guy. It's not. It's insane. It's genuinely mad, genuinely crazy. But no, back to Arsenal. It's interesting to me. I think as much as I want to praise the midfield, I can't as much. It's we had no Rice, and we had no Odegaard. You know what I mean? We don't have our Ode captain, and we still did the job. It's not the greatest looking midfield, I'm gonna be honest, but we still did it. Trossard, he has played in midfield before. He did look well. He did look good in that attacking midfield / number 10 role. He had played a few times. I think one that strikes out to me, that kind of sticks out for me, is when I think it was last season's preseason tour. When the Arsenal Mandem flew again over here to America, and they took on Barcelona. I believe that was in Los Angeles, and I think Arteta did place him in that number 10 attacking midfield role, and he was exceptional. Matter of fact, he actually got the Man of the Match award. So, and I'll be honest, for some reason I have the memory of a freaking goldfish right now, but it's one of them ones where I'm certain that he has experimented with him post that match. And I guess he just prefers him to play there on the left, but which makes sense, because who we have on the left is a favela donkey who will not and forever will not lift his head up when he is on the ball, and will not pass, because he thinks that just because he's Brazilian, he has the Ronaldinho genes inside. But no, that's crazy. But anyway, for me, I think Trossard really was electric. He pretty much commanded that midfield from a attacking perspective. Jorginho and Partey, they were mid at best. They tried their best, but they were just mid. If we had Declan Rice, it would be a whole different scenario. But it just shows that how much Declan really is missed in this midfield, and thankfully we'll get him back when we take on City. Obviously, he'll be back for the Atalanta game, but I really don't care as much about the Champions League games coming up. To be quite honest, I'm laser focused on Premier League, but that's just me. But yeah, going forward with our front three. I'll save Martinelli for last because I have a lot to say. Saka was great. He was creating chances, except for his corners. His corners were his corners. I think it was, what was it? Earlier on, I think it was his second corner, I want to say. And man just literally just kicks the ball like straight to, like, he usually just like overheads. He kicks the ball like overhead into the players. But man just literally he just passed the ball straight to Tottenham's attack. I'm like, are you taking the piss? What is wrong with you, Saka? Have you been drinking your sauce again? Like, what the hell? I've seen better corners from you, lad. It's crazy. Let's see, 50 million for BJ. That's crazy. A lot to say for Martinelli. Yes. And here's the thing. Saka, I thought aside from that, I thought he did do, he performed well. Again, he created chances because aside from him and Trossard, there is no one else. Kai tried to do his best, but again, I really didn't see much from Kai Havertz, to be honest with you. But it was mostly the ones who will be pulling the strings will be Saka and Trossard. So, because I think with today's whole mission from Arteta was to let Tottenham command most of the possession, which I thought was a bit of an odd move because his idea was to for us to go on to the counter attack, which will have Martinelli, King Kai, and then Sakadinho go in behind that high line for line, mate. Which makes sense, but at the same time, what I mean, when you have one out of the three forwards who are dead, you know what I mean? It just, who was dead at passing and dead at finishing at the moment. It's kind of like, what's the, is that it's not really making sense to have that one player at left wing, but I think. But I can understand what Arteta was trying to implement with, I guess, today's strategy. Some people were saying, "Oh, well, why was he trying to do all this? Having Tottenham having so much possession, it will allow us we are just basically allowing us to have pressure." And I'm like, well, it's true because we were struggling with the pressure, especially with our on the right hand side of our defense. But I think with Gabriel as well as Timber, I think they've kind of, especially Gabriel, they've kind of commanded it better, especially in the second half. But yeah, King Kai, aside from the header that he had early on in the first half, I really didn't see much from him. I hope that changes because I need him to step up in the City game. Whether it's an assist, preferably a goal, but Kai Havertz needs to step up. But yeah, Martinelli, young man, we need to have a talk. We need to have a serious talk, mi amigo, mi hermano, mi querido Martinelli. We must speak. What is wrong with you? What is your problem, fam? All right. You were it could have Martinelli, you could have had a great game. You know what I mean? You go up against a dead Tottenham team, man. The high line for line mate. You know what I mean? That back line is tailor made for you, Martinelli. But the fact is, you cannot, for any circumstance, get into your brain to pass the ball. Why can't you pass the ball? You were through on goal. You got past what's his name? Italian guy, Udogi. You got past Udogi and you did him nasty. Pause. You did some nasty work on him. Great dribbling, but brother, why would you shoot from that distance? I'm baffled by it. I had to rewind that like 5 times. I'm still baffled. That was the opening goal. You could have had an assist. They don't bro. I sometimes go and play Sunday League. This is some stuff that I'm being taught in Sunday League games or even in pickup games. If you're through on goal, the safest way to do this and you have another guy that's open, pass the ball. Pasa el balón. No sea maricón, man. Pasa el balón, hombre. But you're being selfish. And that's the problem with the Brazilian team. And I'm not even Brazilian. It's that. Though, I mean, Brazilians can't listen. It's just it's being too selfish, fam. And that's what's, trying to get that I'm him, I'm back moment. And that's what's costing himself. That's what's hurting himself. You know what I mean? But it's fine. Because at the end of the time, trust me, when I saw that, I said with full chest that you need to be sold. Because I can't forgive you for that, Martinelli. And you know what? I will say this on stream as well. I'm going to just kind of reverse it back. That with something, because I'm still giving you the one you did this whole season to still redeem yourself. But people, I know this will go somewhere. Someone will see this. But listen, Martinelli has one season this season to kind of redeem himself. Because again, it's that performance against Tottenham. That could have been it. And people say, "Oh, well, the performance against Brighton could have been like Brighton. He could have smashed it. Performance against Villa, he could have smashed it." Brother, we've been saying the same thing. Man cannot, and I've said this before, and I've said it again. He right now is in the sin bin zone. He's on my short list to get sold. Because right now we're paying, well, I'm not paying him, but the club is paying $180,000 a week. $180,000 a week for a player who cannot decipher whether or not to pass or just do proper shithousery in the final third. But people are saying, "Oh, but what about Raheem the Dream? He couldn't do the same thing either." Brother, with Raheem, I'm going to say this. I'm not the biggest fan of Raheem. And I've said this, and I've been very consistent on my channel and on people's channels. I never wanted Raheem Sterling. It was a panic buy from our club. And when he played, Today, I'll say this. It's a no-lose situation with him. With Martinelli, there's no excuse. 180K, and man can't pass the freaking ball when he's in the final third for a sweaty goal, but it's a goal. It's absolutely utter nonsense. Pendejada de mierda is what I'm seeing from Martinelli. For me, I've said it once, and I've said it again. He has this season. And if he doesn't turn the tide, then this brother for me has to be sold. I'm on the Martinelli out brigade. And I'm not trying to be one of these guys who are on YouTube saying that, yo, oh, you are anti this guy or anti that guy. No. I want what's best for Arsenal. If any person, right, wants clearly what's best for Arsenal, you want to have great players here. And now obviously we want to have the great young talent. Martinelli, he still has potential, yes. But he needs to start turning the tide. He needs to start showing up, especially for the amount of money he's being paid. But because people are so attached to players, they're just kind of blind by it. Perhaps me, I'm kind of, I've kind of like, maybe I'm being a bit more ruthless, but no. Man said, I think you should swap him for Anthony. You know what? No. Nah, I mean, you know what? I think you guys should actually keep Anthony, vibes. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, what if whatchamacallit, what's that kid's name? Ahmad gets injured. Now that Sancho's gone, you know what I mean? Like Anthony can do a job. Because I heard that somebody on somebody's stream, said that he's the new Marcelo. Nah. It's still not convincing. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm looking at his stats, right? And I saw the expected spins. It kind of outweighs the FA Cup and the Carabao winner. I'll tell you about it post stream. But I will say there was somebody on a stream that said that Anthony is the new Marcelo. I'll send it. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you on post stream. I got you. But enough of that. Enough of crackhead takes. But anyway, for Tottenham, I'm gonna leave it with this. There's nothing. I have no sympathy for Tottenham. They will always be crap. They will forever be our little brothers. The investment is crap. Sorry. And look, I think it's been again today. I've been in such an excellent mood, and nothing will bring me down. And what a way to kind of end the. I want to transition now to some fan reactions to today's game, and then we will cut it from here. But let's take a look and see what we got going on here. All right, let's see. Let me see what we got going on.
Bro, he's just done that. No one's even touching him, man.
1-0. There it is. What did I tell you? That's the game. That's the game there. I told you guys. I told you, bruv. I told you, lot, bro. Free header as well. That's embarrassing. I told you, lot. I told you exactly how the game was going. Told you, Arsenal are shit, bro. But I know what they're good at.
Bukayo Saka.
I will listen. I mean, if I can just say the one thing, right? Listen. I mean, as much as Rance, he does have like a lot of controversial takes, but I think with Arsenal, and I meant to talk about this earlier, but we didn't perform that well. We weren't shit, like he was saying, but we were not good. And I think Arsenal fans need to kind of understand that. For any Arsenal fan who's saying that we were world class, or we were playing, or we were performing very well, or we were dominating, you may need a slight reality check, because quite frankly, we were abysmal. Well, I want to say abysmal, but we were pretty crap. Because if we had finished our chances earlier, I mean, not if we had finished our chances a bit better and not allowed so much pressure from Tottenham and recklessly give the ball away so loosely and such, then then it will be a lot better. And people can say, oh, well, because of the injuries and such. I hear it, but again, it doesn't. There's no excuse. Like, it does not dress up it doesn't clean up. It doesn't make a good excuse for that. I expect more from veterans like Jorginho, as well as Partey as well. I know Partey doesn't have the legs, Jorginho as well, but even so, like especially Partey, you know what I mean? These two have played Tottenham. They know the system that Arteta has implemented. I expected more. You know what I mean? So, and I'm just as shocked by that, by the right side of our defense, the more so our midfield. But again, I've covered that already, and yeah, that's how I see it. Let's see. Oh crap! I actually make an appearance on here. Oh lordy. Okay, let's see what we got going on.
Still waiting for them to take it. Take your time, son. Taking it. Goal! It's a goal for Arsenal! It's Gabriel! Oh my God! It's a goal! Gabriel! The Arsenal fans are going mad! They've gone absolutely mad in that corner!
What a trip to meet Sabrina. Where did you
Arsenal
see that?
1-0 up!
Who's Sabrina?
What did I say? What did I say?
He's passed that test. Why not? Here's a set piece, and there's the goal.
Oh my! Oh,
and it's inevitable, isn't it?
Brother, what the hell,
This
man?
Spurs
No.
team
Hold on. Wait a
shit,
minute. Wait a
man.
minute. Hold on.
What is wrong with them?
No.
What is wrong with Spurs?
Shut up. What the? Can we block this, please? Bro, I blocked this ad and it's still not there. What the hell? Okay. Well, it's still there. Why, man, this has happened to me, bro? Why does this always happen to me? Well, all right, that works for me.
They're so shit.
Oh, 1-0 Arsenal. They have scored from a set piece.
Hey.
And it's Gabriel Magalhaes who has done it. The
Young
Gunners,
rubbish, man. Shout
after,
out to Elijah.
it's Gabriel Magalhaes who scored. And us cannot score from a set piece. And also have done it again. Whenever they do set piece, they always score. And it's Gabriel Magalhaes that scored. After it had a shaky start, he has scored. Arsenal 1, Tottenham 0.
What is this? What did man just man say Gabriel?
You cannot write this.
Nothing wrong with the ad, to be fair. Pretty enough for YouTube, it ain't you.
You cannot write this.
No, we may have to rewind that back though, vibes. Yeah.
And us can
What's wrong with Spurs?
score from a set.
Now listen, yeah, Elijah, big
They're
up to you,
so
but we may
shit.
have to rewind this back.
Oh, 1-0 Arsenal. They have scored from a set piece. And it's Gabriel Magalhaes who has done it. The Gunners, after, it's Gabriel Magalhaes who scored. And us cannot score from a set piece. And also have done it again. Whenever they do set piece, they always score. And it's Gabriel Magalhaes that scored. After it had a shaky start, he has scored. Arsenal 1, Tottenham 0.
Nah, man, Elijah, man.
That is incredible.
What is it? Nah, but like the first time he said it kind of sounded like he did though. The first one he did sound like Gabriel. My brother, man. Shout out to him,
Write
man.
this.
We got mad love for man like Elijah Talks Football.
Gabriel. Arsenal 1-0 up.
scored for Arsenal.
Gabriel has scored. Pat's gone mad.
To go to the club to celebrate with the players. He's not leaving the team. My brother.
Oh, that's poet, isn't it?
We got a Gabriel, we got a Jesus at heaven in one team.
Yeah.
Christian, stand up. Come on, my brothers.
The Holy Trinity.
Yes, the Holy Trinity. Come on, feel the love.
Mate, what from a Tottenham perspective?
Yeah,
I've seen it,
Way
yeah.
to concede a
I've
goal
seen
from
it,
a
yeah.
corner.
So shit.
Like,
Yes,
the
man.
big centre half got a free header.
I said, stop recording, yeah. You'll see it on YouTube, innit? I was going in, bro. No. Let's see. No, I know there's gonna
5 yards, bro. Told you, man.
be some other.
Arsenal! A goal from a set piece. I told you guys they cannot. Crossten and Gabriel puts Arsenal in the lead, ladies and gentlemen, just as I predicted. A goal from a set piece. I told you guys they cannot defend set pieces. I said Tottenham Hotspur cannot defend set pieces, ladies and gentlemen. I said it's going to be a stinky 1-0. And look where we are at, ladies and gentlemen. 64 minutes into the game. Tottenham Hotspur are not scoring. Everyone lock up and go home because Arsenal are winning this game 1-0.
Saka whips it in. Look at that free header goal.
Free header from 5 yards. Gabriel, free header from 5 yards, bro. Told you, man. All you guys in the chat before the game, saying Spurs are going to win. This shit.
You know what? I kind of want to hear what is it?
This shit.
Whatchamacallit, Goldfish one.
People have been saying
Let me hear what
Arsenal will
Goldfish
do
has to say.
Spurs on a set piece. You knew it was coming. You knew it was the threat. But how this has happened, well, Spurs have got to take a long look at themselves because Gabriel is heading it in dead centre from the 6-yard box. Who is marking who here? Well, he's just been left by somebody.
Oh, Arsenal!
Why did man have to do the yell like that? He was like, oh, bro, man sounded like a cow, fam. What is that? I don't think that was necessary, brother. Like, what was that? But no, like, you know what, Goldbridge, I mean, Goldbridge is acting like he's surprised because the thing with Tottenham is like I said, like Tottenham have been crap when it comes to defending set pieces, and we were like, it's not here's the thing, people are acting like we were not the best team when it comes to set pieces last season. I think we were ranked number 1 in the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to set pieces. So I'm like, I don't get it. Oh, well, listen, man said, Ange is out, or Ange out is getting said. Swear down. What is this? Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Hashtag Ange out. Okay, so Let me see. Per what I like to call the Harvey Specter of the chat, Mr. Vibes. It has been said that Ange out is on the minds of many Tottenham fans. Wait, what is this? Oh, Vibes, you have done the Lord's work. We have to play this. Oh, Vibes. This is why you are the Harvey Specter of my live streams. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Alrighty. Making sure that we got everything. All right, so what we got.
Henry, you look fuming, mate.
Yeah, sack him. Sack him. We are not improving. I am literally, my heart, I don't want to get you demonetized, but I want to have one almighty rant because we have not got a fucking clue. And just not got a clue. He just stands there. Just who we are, mate. Just who we are. Just who we are. Arteta's giving it all these little tactical directions, close it down, open it up, doing the DJ decks. He has not got a clue, mate. And I'm telling you that now. 4 clean sheets in 37 games. 4.
Brother. Brother, this Peaky Blinders NPC, man. What the hell? No. 4. I need 4 times to hold that. 4 times. Like the 4 horsemen. You know what I mean? Hold that pussy. You know what I mean? You and that beach ball on top of the chicken crest that you have on that dead shirt, blood. Hold that.
We have not beaten a top 6 side since a year ago.
Because you're shit.
A year ago. We've signed 65 million Dominic Solanke. And what do? We create absolutely no chances.
Because
Our
you're
World
dumb
Cup
as
winner,
fuck.
2-time Copa America with a defender. Gets a little nudge in the back. Argentina, Brazil, the biggest rivalry in South America. And Gabriel, who's got 15 Premier League goals, gets a free fucking header. It's an absolute joke.
I mean, it's not my fault that your defense is crap.
I tell you now, we will get spanked by Coventry. We've got absolutely zero tactical brain. Arteta rocks up. Let's be honest, they weren't even good. But there's a blueprint out there, and how to beat Tottenham, you just got to sit back. If you've got anyone who can put a header in, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. We haven't got a clue, mate.
Brother,
absolute fucking.
Is this guy recording this shit from his garage?
It's a disgrace.
No. Hold on.
People are going to say, "Oh, you're being overreactionary." No, it's not. They just beat us 3 times. You just got.
Look at this. Is this sexual deviant like recording this from his from his little garage? Yeah, because like I'm seeing like bare trash behind him, fam. Like it's peak, It's crazy, But nah. We gotta let this ride. See where it goes.
If you've got anyone who can put a header in, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. We haven't got a clue, mate.
3-point lane.
Fucking joke.
Hold that.
Honestly.
Hold that.
It's a disgrace. Sack him. People are going to say, "Oh, you're being overreactionary." No, it's not. They just beat us 3 times on our own patch for the first time in nearly 50 years. They weren't even good today. Tell me who's good. Saka got pocketed.
Na uno, na dos, pero 3 veces culeros. 3 times. Hold that.
Oh, you doggy. Van der Ven dealt with Havertz. Who was good in that Arsenal team? There was no one good. But Arteta tactically outclassed our manager for the 3rd time in a row.
And watch. Next year is going to be 4. I'm calling it now. It's going to be 4. Like Ric Flair. Woo! It's going to be the 4 horsemen. I guarantee you, fam. It's who you are, mate. Accepted, mate. Your Crystal Palace with money is what it is, mate. Accept it. You will never be a top team. As what you are, as who you will forever be. How am I supposed to be intimidated with that crest? But, yeah. But anyway, Vibes has done the Lord's work. They're sending me that incredible clip. The NPC. Oh my days. But I do want to see what's going on with this Anja out thing because let's see. Football isn't even real. I have a roof over my head, a warm food to eat, and each single day a family that loves me and friends I can talk to. Not gonna let Tottenham ruin my day. No to Postecoglou would deserve better. Stick this project up your freaking ass. Who pushed this 50 million on Johnson and signed Werner? Three home losses on the bounce. First time since the 80s. 0 wins in 7 London derbies. 9 losses in 15 games. Ange out. Oh, look, now this is what we see. This is what we need to see, fam. Look at this. No Zinchenko. No cauliflower. Well, Tierney is not even. I don't even count Tierney. No Takatomi Yasu. Declan Rice is suspended. Oda Captain is gone. Moreno, he fell over. And all they got, Basuma and Richarlison is gone. And they still couldn't do it. It's good. It's good to reign supreme and to reign king of North London. London is red, Mandem. I'm loving it. And I'm happy. I'm happy that these men finally start to accept that they are crap and they will always be crap. But anyway, that's enough on Tottenham. I'm starting to get bored of it. But now we move. We've done and dealt with the light work. And now we have to take on Atalanta, which I think it should be very interesting, considering the fact that, Atalanta, I have to see, I have to catch up on Serie A highlights, but I do know that they got into a very good game against Fiorentina. So I'm looking at that game very closely and see how that fares against us. And I will be doing a preview for that for the game against Atalanta. Also, I will be doing a preview for the Manchester City matchup over the weekend. So please stick around for that here on the channel. Hit the notification bell as well. And I'll also be doing a retro must stream tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. my time. It should be roughly 10 p.m. across the pond. So for tomorrow's stream, it will be FIFA 2004. So we're gonna take a break from SmackDown, and yeah, we're gonna go into some old school FIFAs. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you man are as well. And yeah, I think with that, we will cut it short. I do appreciate those who stop on by and smash the like, and as well as take the time and chill with me. And yeah, we got to cook some chickens. And yeah, Tottenham, for any Tottenham fan out there, you will be forever our North London bitches. So yeah, suck on that.